Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 4 of Appreciating Little Things in Life. And what I wanted to talk to you today about um, is going back, um, going to the dark places in life and saying, I appreciate um, everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. Um, um, with the breaks that I've had, the PTSD that I've had, the depression I've had, um, it all matters. And um, it's sad to remember the hard times. And it's sad to remember the consequences, like today, of, people being harsh to me or my children, kind of save, siding or favoring their dad rather than me. Um, I don't see an end in sight, and sometimes I have to just appreciate that there are good things in this life. There are, you know, green grass and fields of green and browns and all the different shades of colors with the trees and the fields, and we don't have to like focus on the ugly side all the time. And I was asked a question yesterday that said, "What will it take to right the wrongs for you? To like make the wrongs right? What would that look like?" And I really couldn't answer it um, because it would involve admitting guilt, people admitting guilt that I know that would never happen, um, or, um, that I have to place myself accountable for my part in the situation. And I mean, I would be, of course, open to that. But there's so much that was out of my control that I couldn't, you can't factor it in. And but yeah, mainly it would be that people that will never admit their guilt would have to admit their guilt. And that will not happen in this lifetime. And I have to just um, trust that God's will is mine and my will is God's. And to make it the wrongs right would mean God's hand touches me, touches my situation, touches my children, touches my ex-husband, touches the people involved in the school system that caused me so much pain, touch the communities that were affected um, by my breaks um, in my mental illness, my PTSD, my bipolar, and um, appreciate that God's hand is at work. It's always at work, and I don't have to try so hard to make people understand. And I think that that's what my answer to what will it take to make the wrongs right is to help others with my story, help others um, learn how to help and accept themselves through my story of, you know, the problem that I have with my story is that it's Um, so hard to explain. So hard to explain without involving my children. And I involve my children a little bit, but not with the event that happened years ago. I just can't bring myself to involve them. Um, and so, it's hard. It's hard to find a way to say, I want to help people. I want to share my story. I want to give back to the community, um, but at an arm's length, if that makes sense. So, all right. These are the classic tarot cards, and I'm picking one card for the past, one card for the present, and one card for the future. So for the past, we have the Judgment card, kind of that Angel Gabriel on Judgment Day. Some fell on the floor. It was a World card. That would be the present. And also the present is the Knight of Cups. This is a really powerful card. Every time I'm missing a card in this deck, it's the Knight of Cups. It's like it hides, or it gets hidden. And that's a very powerful card, because in the last two places that I have lived, I've always missed one card in the deck, and it's the Knight of Cups both times. So, all right, and then for the future, we have the Nine of Swords, which is, the anxiety, sleepless nights, feeling uneasy, unsteady. We'll do one more. And then the Four of Pentacles. And that is like a manifestation card, that we want so desperately to hold on to material wealth. And me, I want so desperately to have a house of my own. And so that, those cards are very pertinent in my life. So, all right, these are the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith. And I'm going to set an intention with these cards that the wrongs are made right. I don't know how it can happen. It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle for the wrongs to be made right. And I've had a lot of miracles in my life. I've had a lot of signs in my life that, that I'm loved and I'm cherished. And, so I believe in miracles for sure. So, all right. This says your life plan is unfolding as it should. It looks like this. And okay. There is no such thing as coincidence. And when you know this, you are ready to look more closely at your life plan. Your spirit guide has already opened the way for you, and it will give you confirmation that you are truly on the right path. Synchronicities are on their way, attracting your attention and giving you confirmation that you are close to a great understanding. Very soon you will know your true purpose. That's beautiful. I love those cards. I love them, because they just fall into place of what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through, and what I'm experiencing. So I'm just really happy to share those with you. And in closing, I would just want to say thank you for listening to me, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate this platform of YouTube um, to be able to share my story just a little bit, not the whole thing, but just a little bit. Um, and if I can reach one person, that's my goal. If one person can say, yeah, I can totally understand where she's coming from, that's my goal. That's my purpose. That's my life purpose, to reach out to others, to help them through their journey and their path, and um, and in turn I help myself. So um, yeah, and I did a little class yesterday, and um, I found out it was kind of some tapes that I have of myself being, not worthy, stupid, lazy, dumb, wrong, bad, and I don't see a way out, and that there is no way out. Um, and will the wrongs be made right? And um, the answer that I got through that class was mainly to stay in my power and to get out of my own way and find my voice, find where I belong in this world through my voice. So, all right. Wishing you a beautiful day, and we will chat with you tomorrow.